Yo, welcome to the Concrete Show, man. It's your boy Salo, man. Got my big bro with me. You know what I'm saying? My big bro Ron. You know what I'm saying? We got Wrestlemania season coming up. Well, we're already in the season right now, man. But one of the things they added in the WWE was the Hall of Fame thing they're doing. They're doing the Immortal matches. So the first match they put in there was Bret Hart, Stone Cold, WrestleMania 13, which I'm saying Bret Hart, that's your boy, man. Stone Cold, that's my boy. So it's a good time to talk about it right now, man. You know, I guess just from the beginning. We can start from the beginning.
How he cheated his way to the top.
Yeah, we said, yeah.
He worked his way. He worked his way.
Yeah, man.
So he did what he needed to do.
It started at actually WrestleMania 12, when Bret lost to Shawn Michaels in the Iron Man match, which is they probably gonna put that in the showcase of Immortal as well.
Another question mark showcase.
That was like the first Iron Man match they ever had. It went the distance. They had to go to OT. You know what I mean? Those were two great wrestlers. Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, man. But
it was a great match. It was just more controversial at the end.
Yeah.
How it played out.
It was all they was trying to just put over Shawn Michaels. I'm saying this. I guess that was when they was probably trying to replace Bret. I don't know why, because honestly, Shawn he ain't having a good title run anyway, so that shit was boring. But
they liked it.
Yeah, the flamboyant shit, shaking his ass and all that.
Right.
But hey, Bret ended up losing. He went on a hiatus for about 8 months. I don't know if he was hurt. I used to listen to the interview. I think he just needed some time off because he put the company on his back after what's the name? After Diesel and them,
Diesel and Scott Hall.
Yeah. He had to carry the new generation. He was pretty much the face of the new generation. It was him, Shawn Michaels, Diesel, Scott Hall, and Backlund or some shit.
Backlund,
yeah.
Man, that's old.
Yeah. But Bret was like, he was never too flashy. He just got it done in the ring. He didn't cut the best promos, but he's probably the best worker.
I can agree with that.
Yeah. And you get a lot of credit now. Like I said before, you get a lot of credit now. Like a lot of wrestlers getting like, hey, you one of them ones. Like you ain't talk shit on the mic like The Rock or like Stone Cold. He wasn't tearing shit up, but it's like nah. He
came out and conducted business.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Everything he did, as far as his wrestling ability,
what the business about.
Yeah, much man. Cared about the kids.
Yeah,
the sunglasses every time he came out.
Yeah, sunglasses. He's what they tried to make John Cena, but he could have cut the mustard, man.
Cody got it right
now. Yeah, Cody got it right now. But so he went on an 8 months hiatus. Then Stone Cold ended up winning the King of the Ring in '96, which he wasn't supposed to. They gave it to him because guess Triple H, he got in trouble. They did the whole thing in Madison Square Garden. When the Click had left, they all came in the ring. That's like when they first broke kayfabe. As far as kayfabe, like it's like, damn, like I thought you was a bad guy, you was a bad guy, you was a good guy. Why y'all in the ring together?
Right.
But who was it? Kevin Nash and Scott Hall left. It's like, oh man, let's do one last tribute before we leave. It was him, Triple H, Kevin Nash, Shawn Michaels, Scott Hall, they got in the ring together. But it was a house show, but somebody recorded it and that got online, whatever. So everybody was like, oh, what the hell going on? So that was like a big no-no in the business. So Triple H ended up getting in trouble. Shawn Michaels was getting in trouble because he was the man at the time. And Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, they was already on the way out. So they was like, look, you gotta take the bullet. You know what I'm saying? You're not winning King of the Ring this year. So they gave it to Stone Cold, which is like, oh shit. And that's when Stone Cold had this famous...
He took off with it.
He took off with it.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, famous Austin 316 moment. Then after he won that, that's when he started talking Bret Hart. I guess that's the sign he's about to come back with it.
What was the guy that he had the interview with? Brian Pillman?
Brian Pillman, yeah.
He ended up calling him out.
Yeah, he called him out, then beat his ass. I was like, damn, that's your boy.
He was crippled too, man. Bad leg.
He started making fun after that. You little crippled freak.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. But
was a true heel, man.
Yeah,
but it was like a realistic heel.
Yeah, he embraced it. Like it's hard for the fans to deny it. It's like, oh, this way, he just don't give a damn. Like he just gonna fuck shit up, call you out. He ain't gonna back down for no shit either. Like
rattlesnake.
Rattlesnake. Snake. Yeah. But then he ended up calling Bret Hart out. He had that famous promo. It's a real underrated promo in my opinion. With black and white women, it's like pink tights. Like, what the hell is that all about?
Yeah, right? I think that was probably the best one.
They were saying, then you quit the WWF and you lost to Shawn Michaels.
The boy tour.
He kicked your ass. Back to Canada.
Back to Canada.
They had the matches of I didn't know that was like a #1 contender match too for the title. They had the title as well, so I didn't know that. I guess it was because he won the King of the Ring. So
that's right.
So I guess they gave him like a little tournament or gauntlet.
So which one did he win first? Was it King of the Ring or was it Royal Rumble?
Yeah, he won the King of the Ring, and then that's when everything started with Bret. And then they get it when the Royal Rumble comes. So Shawn, I think he was a champion at the time. I don't know who was a champion. But Bret had a match after that, but he lost because Shawn Michaels used a special guest referee. He pulled some bullshit, I think. You know what I'm saying? He said an accident.
Right. And
then went over to the Royal. Now the Royal Rumble happened. You know what I'm saying? And when the Royal Rumble happened, it got its tradition. And I'm in the Royal Rumble. I'm gonna win this shit because I'm making that Wrestlemania. Fuck that. Royal Rumble happened. Stone Cold was on like a hot streak. He was just taking motherfuckers out. Like, yeah. Was somebody, nah, I'm just beat your ass, though. You trash, I'm gonna get you out of here. And Bret Hart came in. That's when they set everything off. That's when he had that famous look. Where he on the turnbuckle and shit. Like, who that was up? Bret Hart came. He was like,
because he knew it wasn't gonna be no easy.
Yeah, with no cakewalk there.
But how did they not catch him falling out the ring?
That's a good question. I ain't gonna lie, because it was a clear elimination. Bret Hart eliminated Stone Cold. And he was like hiding behind the turn. I don't know what that is.
I'm gonna call BS.
Too much.
They couldn't run the cameras back and see none of that.
It was a Vince McMahon thing, man. Yeah. Just screwing Bret over again.
That's the second time, man. It's the second time. Man.
Vince just fucking over Bret, man. But that kind of started the attitude there. Like you said before, I think Bret was like the first one to put his hands on Vince.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he kind of started that shit.
Yeah. Fighting against the boss.
Yeah. And like he kind of exposed, like, he was like, well, you the boss. Like, you should fix this shit. Like, there's some bullshit going on. And long story, Stone Cold came back in the room. I think the final four was him, Vader, Bret Hart, and Undertaker. Yeah. He ended up winning the shit. And that's when they continued to get it. Like, man, what the fuck, man? Like, why you letting this happen, Vince? Like, this is retarded, man. And he ended up quitting the next night. Stone Cold came. He came the next night after Bret Hart quit. He's like, man, he ain't do nothing but cry. Like, ever since he came back to the thing, like, man, he always complaining, man. He's like, shit, they been fucking me over for 7 years, man. I was like, Loki, you complaining too. He was talking shit.
Trying to take the heat off of him. I'm doing what I can.
Yeah.
I ain't crying.
Yeah. He ain't nothing but crying. And Gorilla Monsoon came out. He's like, well, they trying to get all technical. That's rule book. They gotta do this. Boom, 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 boom. He's like, okay, we're gonna do a fatal 4-way match. He's like, between Austin, Taker, Vader, and Bret Hart. Whoever wins, I guess they're the #1 contenders. But they don't go to WrestleMania. They just the #1 contender for the title. Stone Cold, like I said, like, he wants to be a bad guy. Like, usually he'd be complaining. He's like, what the fuck? I already beat them, but if I gotta do what I gotta do, he's like, let's run it back, man. Right. Bret Hart came out. He's like, oh, what's up? That for Stone Cold, like, oh, you a bitch ass. You want to come back now? Like, you just quit. Like, but at that time, like I said, it was building up. It was slowly building up to Bret Hart just being like, I'm so tired of this shit. Like, I did all this for the company and y'all fucking me over now.
Yeah.
Like, And this nigga, he causing chaos and destruction. Like, y'all choosing him up.
And they going with it.
Yeah, man. It's like the fans going for it. Like, y'all like this nigga? Like, he just.
And as a true Bret Hart fan, like, it sickened me. I saw the trend, like, where everything was going.
Yeah.
And the way I took it was more like, now we awarded second place winners.
Yeah.
Scammers and cheaters and stuff like that. Like, so
I
it
get it.
some time for me to like really like sink in with Stone Cold, but
nah, I get it because like I said, he did everything
I was just
the
so
right way.
involved, man. Bret Hart was just that guy. He like my hero.
Yeah, I get it because like the righteous man, the righteous guy, good worker,
doing it the right way.
Company on his back, staying loyal to the cut. Like he could have left the WCW at the same time. Like,
Right.
It was like real like it was kind of like a
You had to work hard.
Yeah.
Like around the Bret Hart era, like it was more of a like a blue collar.
Yeah.
So it was kind of set up for Stone Cold to come in there and work his way in because the way everything was kind of trending.
He was a hard worker too. He was just he just talked a lot more and shit. So Bret's kind of like, you ain't gotta do all that, man. Let's just get to work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it was kind of reality into kayfabe as well because he could have went to WCW too. They offered him a lot of money, but he was like, nah, I'm staying going to the WWF. You know what I'm saying? And I think they were supposed to give him another title match.
Stone Cold.
Bret Hart. He was supposed to get a rematch with Shawn Michaels. And this was before Shawn retired the belt, whatever. And he was like, oh, I don't wanna. I lost my smile and shit. So Bret's like, this nigga, he doing this shit so he ain't gotta drop the title to me, man. He's like, see. And then Vince, you going on with this shit? Like, all right. Man. So it was like a mix of kayfabe and reality, which kind of helped launch the attitude there. It was like, hey, let's just keep it real and raunchy. Like, if that's how you feel, shoot, take off. But it's kind of like what, I guess, get off topic. That's kind of like how The Rock became The Rock. Like, he was like, I'm not playing this character no more. I'm gonna come back as a bad guy.
I agree with you.
And tell the fans how I feel. Because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do too. Like, I'm putting a smile on my face, man. Like, why they booing me like this? Like, okay, I'm gonna give y'all what y'all want. Like, all right. So, like I said, Bret Hart probably did a lot of stuff, man. I can't lie. He that dude, man. But he don't get enough credit, man.
Nah, I mean,
like, he wasn't flashy, dude. Really.
You know, I guess to the era, man. Like, and then I give credit to Stone Cold because when he came in, you totally forgot about that era from the past.
Yeah.
That he just came and took over.
Yeah, he took over,
and that was like
ran off with it.
The new era. He ran off with it hard. Like, I think just introducing like Ken Shamrock, like you got another company that they intermingling with each other to see what they can do with that, and he became a wrestler.
Yeah.
And then they started introducing more different types of people from different backgrounds into wrestling in WWF. So, or WWE, they call it now. But, he took over the trend, man. He took the trend over.
Yeah,
you say Bret Hart started it though.
Nah, he did, man.
He started. I think they used Bret Hart to start it.
Yeah.
To see how it's gonna play out.
The more I think about it, I'm like, that Bret Hart did pioneer a lot of this stuff.
First one to beat up McMahon.
Yep.
Everybody loved it. Some people cringe. I cringed a little bit because I didn't think McMahon was a bad guy. To Stone Cold, so then.
Yeah. It kind of turned like, it's like, oh,
then it made sense. Then I'm like,
oh, you smiling in my face, but behind my back, you doing some shady shit, like a real. That's like a cutthroat businessman, kind of like, okay. Then Stone Cold just kind of exposed it more. Like, man, get out of my face, man. I ain't trying to deal with you, bro.
I'm a rattlesnake.
Yeah.
I do what I want to do.
This guy, like, I already know what you're about. Like, come on, man, don't even play with me. But following that, okay, so Bret, he ended up winning the Fatal 4-Way, and then he had a cage match with Sid Vicious. I didn't know this, like, so Bret and Stone Cold, they was already set the face off for WrestleMania, and Sid and Undertaker, they was set the face off for WrestleMania. I think that was locked in. So Bret and Sid had a cage match. It was like, well, whoever win, they gonna WrestleMania with the title when they facing. Bret's facing Stone Cold for the title. If he lose, he's still going to get Stone Cold. If Sid win, he faces Undertaker for the title. If he lose, it's an exhibition. I guess Stone Cold, he tried. They said Undertaker came out there. They tried to get Bret. Stone Cold tried to get Bret to win. Undertaker tried to make Sid win. I don't know. I gotta watch the match to see everything happen. But
this is Undertaker, Sid Vicious.
Yeah, Sid Vicious. Yeah. So, no, this is Bret and Sid. So Sid was the champion at the time.
Yeah.
And Bret, I guess that fatal 4-way, that was the number 1 contender match for the next pay-per-view before WrestleMania. So Sid ended up winning that cage match against Bret. And yeah, like, okay. Well, Sid versus Undertaker for the title, that was why that was the main event. I don't know how they locked in the 2 matches, like you face a Sid no matter what. I don't know how that locked in.
Yeah, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, I gotta check it back out. Go on the vault. But yeah, the match happened. I don't know what happened in between that match, as far as between Sid and WrestleMania, Stone Cold, but obviously it was a damn no holds barred submission match. I quit, so a lot more tension had to build up. So we just watched the match, man. So it was. I think Bret Hart said that was like probably one of the favorite matches as far as like storytelling and how they put the match together and how it ended, because that was like the first double what do they call it? A double switch.
Oh, like a double heel turn?
Yeah, the double turn.
Yeah.
Bret Hart turned heel that night. Stone Cold turned
face.
Yeah. You can say that, but they kind of like the way they did it. Yeah, they played it perfectly. Like they stayed where they was. They let the fans decide. Like we seen at the end, Bret he was still shaking hands, but he was flicking people off and shit. Like Stone Cold, he's stunning the ref and shit. He ain't getting no crazy, but the fans like 360 and all.
You got JR, he blazing.
Yeah.
Hard. He didn't quit.
Yeah, he didn't quit. Yeah,
he walked out on his own too.
Yeah. But you wouldn't know because man, King, he's a bad guy. Like he tearing up Bret Hart and shit.
Yeah.
Like, he's a loser. Stone Cold, you sit in the chair, he's like, yeah, get him. Then Bret Hart pick up the chair. Only a coward pick up the chair.
I love the King, man.
Yeah, he was. He stayed true to who he was.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Overall match, man. How you feel about it as far as how they played everything?
To be honest with you, I think that's probably one of the best.
It should have been the main event.
Best technical matches that you've ever seen. Like how they both work together with each other. You can tell them trying to take care of each other. You know, throughout the whole process of it. I love the way that y'all the Bret Hart style, like just like he picks a body part and goes straight forward.
Oh, yeah,
so he saw the leg brace.
Yeah.
And he just started going after it like throughout the whole match.
He was kicking it, put the figure four in the turnbuckle.
Right. And Bret was always that type of wrestler. Like if it was your back, if he'll find ways to hurt your back.
Yeah. Because
it was always the sharpshooter coming.
Yeah.
Like and these are the ways to shut you up for the sharpshooter. Like, and just the endurance of how they. It could have. It looked. I thought it was the main event. To be honest with you,
it should have been.
Like just going back and looking at the video now, I'm like, I can't believe it was a match after this match.
Yeah, it was. And they said that shit was boring. It was the Undertaker and Sid.
Yeah. I mean, you got two powerhouses.
That's Sid. He couldn't wrestle.
I forgot which Undertaker we had at that time.
I think I
don't know if he was the dead man. Ministry of Darkness.
I think it was he was still dead, man. He was like trying to. Yeah. This is
okay.
After Paul Bearer left him with
purple.
Yeah.
Okay,
he was like transitioning from that to
okay. He was he came back.
Yeah.
Okay.
He transferred from that to the Lord. I call the Lord of Darkness.
He got all the black.
Yeah. The black before the ministry and shit.
Yeah. That I thought.
They cut up blood.
In my hand.
Yeah.
Darkness.
Yeah, he was on some other shit. He was sacrificing motherfuckers.
He almost had Stone Cold, man. That close, bro.
Man. He spared him, man.
Somebody came in there and did something. I can't remember. Got him out of there.
I think he spared because he knew he was supposed to face off for the title. So I was like, all right. Remember, I could get you, man.
But no, overall, man, I thought the match was very entertaining, man. Like, I think it was like I had a couple of favorite parts, man. The figure four on the side of the turnbuckle, outside of the ring, upside down. Nobody does that. Like
you
you
said, nobody do it no more.
I never thought about that, but nobody had ever done that.
Nah.
And not even after that.
Not even after. Like, after Bret left, and then like nobody did it in the Attitude Era. Nobody did it in the Ruthless Aggression. Nobody doing it now. I'm surprised nobody, like, as much as people love Bret, the wrestlers, like, I'm surprised.
But I think nobody can execute it.
I think that's what it is. Like, they can't do it as safe as Bret.
Right.
They probably tried that shit out. It warm up to some shit. It's like, nah, don't do that shit.
The only other person I thought that had a chance of doing that was, you remember Dean Malenko?
Yeah, Dean.
He got, like, what was his thing? 1,001 moves.
Grapples or some shit. Yeah.
So I'm sitting here thinking, like, he could do all that. Like, like Bret Hart, man.
The man with 1,000 holds. That's what he had, man.
The closest one that can do what Bret do, the closest to it would be his brother.
Yeah.
Owen.
They actually said
Owen was very underrated.
They said he was better than Bret in the ring, man.
Pure athlete, man.
Yeah.
Pure athlete. He's just a jokester.
Yeah. I think that's when you give him over, man. But I mean, Bret, I say he wasn't flashy, but he still had to look like he had the glasses, had the long hair.
It's just his moves, man. Like, his moves spoke for himself. Like, I think his moves are just the flashiest. Like,
and he could pick out like who nice or whatever too. Like, I think he gave the Rocker. He gave the Rocker thumbs up. He gave Stone Cold a thumbs up.
Yeah.
He's like, you got to bring him in. Like,
but I think Stone Cold, like, and then back to the natural or whatnot, like, Stone Cold did bring that intensity.
He did.
Like, I started out. Like,
I don't know if he said it either, man, but I know he was working on the back too with Bret Hart. He wasn't as consistent, like with Bret working on his legs, but I was like, why is he doing a suplex? I was like, oh, so he working on the back because he get that
Boston crab.
Yeah.
That was his move.
Yeah. I didn't notice that shit. I was like, he doing suplex, he doing super suplexes. I'm like, oh, okay. The chair to the back and shit. And I was like, oh, all right. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I think you said it or it came to my attention, or maybe one of the commentators said it. I was like, all right. So that made the match even better when I figured that out.
I take the credit. I did. I don't even remember. I remember we looked at it at the same time.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Nah, but yeah, that match. I mean, I give it. I think they got like wrestlers service now, that rate matches, whatever. And I think that the guy I think his name Dave Meltzer or something. But he like real critique when it comes to matches. And he's like, it's like one of the only matches he gave like a 5-star. Really? This one, the Iron Man match. Like, he's like, that's a 5-star match. And it wasn't even a pure wrestling match.
Iron Man's are like 60 minutes, right?
Yeah.
There's only a few wrestlers can do that.
Nah,
Ric Flair known for that.
Yeah. Ric Flair good worker too.
Yeah,
they say he's good because like him and Shawn Michaels, like the best thing they do is sell. Like,
they can sell.
Yeah. But Bret Hart, he can sell, then
he can
and execute the move. He did real good.
He can move.
So I was like, I finally got Bret over Shawn because Shawn was like 120 pounds. Of course he went. When that swing to the ropes, he gonna flip over
like a ding dong. Flipping out the ring.
Yeah, bro.
Shawn was nice.
Yeah, he was nice, man. It's his attitude backstage. But they said, I mean, you are who you are. You know what I'm saying? They said he came back and changed who he was, but it's like he was still an asshole. It's just not a jerk asshole like in the past and shit. But nah, man, yeah.
I guess the question, was you emotionally invested into this match when you seen it?
Remember,
you became Stone Cold fan.
Remember, I first came Stone Cold fan, bro. When you it's like I came like late, like after this match.
Yeah.
Just after Bret Hart left WWE. But I remember we was watching this shit. No, you was just like, oh shit, like that's your guy right there, Stone Cold. I was like, Okay.
Oh.
And I read he looked like grandpa, whatever. So I was like, oh shit. I'm like, he drank just like him all the time. I was like, okay, I fuck with him. He just causing chaos and shit. I was like, he beat up the boss. Like, so I didn't know like the difference between good guy and bad guy at the time. I was like, oh, I like him.
Yeah.
And then when I first seen the match, when you like got the VHS, that's the WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. And then that's when I was like, oh shit. Hulk Hogan was in WWF, Bret Hart was in WWF.
Everybody.
Yeah, I was like, everybody in WCW now.
Mr. T was in WWF.
Yeah, Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali was in WWF.
I was like, what the hell? I was like, okay, this is some real history right here.
Yeah.
But then that was like the first time I seen Stone Cold get beat like clean like that. I was like, no. Like bleeding and shit. That's when I was like, yo, Bret Hart must be nice. Like,
yeah.
If he just beat Stone Cold clean like that, like, I was like, okay. So when I first seen him, that's when I first got impressed by Bret Hart. I was like, okay.
Was it WrestleMania the 13th?
Yeah. So the tape went up. It was like 1 through 14 at the time. So it ended off good because Stone Cold ended up winning. Beat Shawn Michaels. Yeah. Okay, cool. Rest easy now. But yeah, when I was mostly invested in the match. Then when I seen the full match, I was like, okay. Then I got the background. I was like, he was really fighting with Bret, man. I was like, yeah, that's fucked up. Like, I get it. I see why Bret's pissed off.
Imagine the fans, dog. Imagine the fans. I was like I guess I pick at the day generation fans with like Cody and all of that, and everybody screaming, everybody intros and stuff. But I was one of them. Like he was the guy. He was my guy. Like I as soon as I heard that guitar, like,
hey, that shit like that shit iconic too, that guitar.
Do that little.
Yeah. Like I said, the more I look back on it, man, like and then when they talk about the match, Stone Cold and Bret, it's like they still know the story behind the match, man. It's like, hey, Stone Cold's like, yeah, man, and fans are flicking you off. He's like, I don't know why. He's like, I was just giving you what you deserve. Like, he's like, you've been bothering me all the hell you've been giving me. Like, I'm just giving you payback. Like,
I just had to give it to you.
Yes.
Working on the leg.
Yeah, working on the leg. I had to cripple you, man. And thing about it wasn't a traditional wrestling match either. Like, it was, like I said, no hold bars, no chairs.
I quit.
But they still managed to make it seem like, okay, like there's a lot of story and galore behind the match.
Because I don't think Stone Cold was really known for like a submission match.
Nah,
he was type of submission.
He was more for brawler.
He had like he had the sleeper hold, the $1 million.
Yeah, the $1 million dream. Yeah,
but it was more like a.
He ain't never do that.
I think he took that match in spite of.
Yeah.
That I'm gonna because his Stone Cold whole promo was more like
I'm gonna beat you at
I'm gonna beat you at what you're good at.
Yeah.
Like I'm the best at
yeah.
Yeah. He was choosing that.
And at the time he was like, I don't care, just throw me in there. I'm gonna get it done either way.
So it was more like I need to prove this outsider. Like, you're not the best.
Yeah.
I don't think he ever beat Bret Hart.
He didn't.
Yeah.
I think Bret said if he stayed, he would have dropped.
He would have let him drop. Yeah, I think he would have. Yeah.
I think at 14.
But that's respect.
Yeah. He said, yeah. So he put the work in. Like, nice. I can't talk about Bret. No, we gonna maybe a fan of his now.
I mean, you can't help it, bro. Like,
still mad that he beat
Stone Cold a fan of Bret. It's just what it is.
It is.
It's just what it is, man. Yeah, like Bret was that guy, man.
He was, man.
He had, like I said, like you said before, like he did his mic skills. Like it wasn't about that. Like, he was just straight cut to the point.
Yeah,
like, he wasn't down the mic.
Straight out the dungeon, man.
Yeah, I think and I always gave that a chance because when I first remember Bret, he was with he was in a tag team with Jimmy Anvil Neidhart.
Yeah.
Neidhart was the mic guy.
Yeah,
the crazy guy. And Bret was more of the.
That was back then when they were both of them.
They were like heels. Yeah, they were heels. Right? They were tag team heels. They'll make fun of people, like they were bullies and shit. Like,
oh, okay.
Yeah, Bret was that dude.
I didn't know he was Bret before that. I remember he was a heel, but I never seen like the.
That's what liked me with that, because I was watching it with our auntie, and but I remember the goatee.
Yeah,
that's why I love the goatee to this day, bro. From
from
Neidhart, man. But yeah, Neidhart was that guy, man. He was that dude, bro. Nasty. He was probably like I think he was like the in-law. He was like an in-law to the
the
family.
He married Bret's sister, whatever.
Yeah, I thought that was
Now Brian Pillman's getting in the Hart Foundation. How did Brian Pillman get in there?
I all about it. I seen him on the thing doing the promo. I was like, I'm kind of all about it. Taking time bombs. So you know, everybody knew Stu, man. Everybody knew. Everybody was always. Only the cool people went over to his house.
Yeah. It was like Canadians, man. They were up there. Jericho, he was up there.
Yeah.
I want to say Edge and Chris. I think they went.
I think so. I believe so.
To the dungeon. Nah, that's one of them. In the old basement with your old dusty old man. And your old basement.
They even had him out there in the audience that fight.
Yeah. Like he's
look. Gee, like, look at him, he looks concerned.
He did look concerned, man.
He's like, I think he was asleep. To be honest with you. He probably won't even look at everything, man.
They probably had to wake him up, put the camera shut up like, Stu!
Right. Especially when they went out there in the audience, or you looking at the TV, man.
Like he said, he was probably the nation.
Yo.
Hey, that was a strong group too, man. Look, I got the 5 pass. Farouk, Mark Henry, but this is like late.
Yeah.
Mark Henry, D'Lo was he was a good tactician too. Like,
yeah, I thought he was good.
Like when they had it, he was like, Mark Henry's the powerhouse, D'Lo was a tactician.
Right.
Rocky with the flashy guns, like the young, he was like the Randy Orton, like evolution shit. And then Farouk was like, he was just a leader and shit. Like. Yeah. 3 out of 5 of them world champions.
Yeah.
Farouk, Rock, and Mark Henry, they was all world champions. That was just like Nation of Islam. He got the bow tie.
Yeah.
Man, Chicago too. Shit, up in there. It's the starter side.
Let's go. Okay.
Hopped on the beat, purposely sounding like 9-3, none quite like me. So haters could SMD when they bitter like black licorice. My life still sweet. I went for the cash grab, crack cash was my math class, fresh white tee.
Yeah, so they probably got people from actually basically But yeah, man, hey, that's a little synopsis, man. How you feel about it, man? Just the overall review, man. You know what I'm saying? Comment, like, subscribe, man. Until next time, keep everything 1K. Yeah.